They said AI would take our jobs. They were wrong. AI won't take your job, but your job, as you know it, might not survive. I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to awaken you. My name is Darshan, and I'm from LeapQuest, and this is just a wake up call. AI might not steal your job overnight, it might quietly automate it while you're on lunch. The Industrial Revolution gave us factories, the Internet Revolution gave us access, and now the AI revolution is giving us crisis. In just 24 months, tools like ChatGPT have learned to draft contracts, debug codes, write poetry, and maybe even your breakup texts. But here's the real danger, not that AI is fast, but that it doesn't sleep, doesn't forget, doesn't get distracted by Instagram reels. Today, you just don't need to upskill, you need to evolve. We are no longer competing with colleagues in Gurgaon, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore. We are competing with neural networks in the cloud. The world doesn't reward effort anymore, it rewards adaptation. The foot in the door roles, they're vanishing. AI now handles copywriting, market research, financial modeling, customer support. The entire entry level pipeline is getting compressed. The corporate ladder, missing a few rungs. This isn't doom, it's a reroute. The world needs fewer doers, it needs more thinkers, strategic, cross functional minds who connect the dots. Your chatbot has better KPIs than your last intern, and it works on weekends too. Let's decode what these layoffs really mean. Amazon didn't lay off 27,000 people because business was slow. They laid them off because the cost of an AI API is lower than a first year analyst with health insurance. The pandemic led to overhiring, AI led to rethinking, and if you were hired for efficiency, you're now competing with something exponentially more efficient. What survives? Roles that demand navigation, storytelling, and the game has changed. You're not building careers anymore. You're building anti fragility. Resumes are out, reinvention portfolios are in. Tech companies are laying off so many people, HR probably has a macro key called Control plus Alt plus restructure. Microsoft invested 30 billion in OpenAI, not for fun, but for future proofing. Every major tech firm is retooling their DNA around artificial intelligence. This tells us one thing: the next 10 years won't belong to the best coders, they belong to the best thinkers. You can't outcompute AI, but you can definitely out strategize it. Let's be honest. Engineers were once the high priests of the digital economy, right? But now, your junior is pairing with GitHub Copilot and building in hours what took teams days. Entry level engineering isn't about writing functions anymore. It's about designing intent, from doing to directing, from syntax to systems, from frameworks to foresight. If you're spending 8 hours debugging a loop, AI couldn't have fixed it in 30 seconds. You're not becoming more efficient, you're becoming obsolete. Remember when being a Python developer was cool, right? Now even AI knows how to snake its way into that job. Here's the truth: you can't outcode AI, but you can definitely outthink it. It doesn't feel cultural tension. It doesn't negotiate with emotion. It doesn't walk into a room and shift the energy. You do. That's the MBA edge. Decision making under pressure, translating chaos into clarity, designing roadmaps for problems we haven't even seen yet. MBA grads don't fear AI, they lead it. They put it to work on Monday and pitch with it by Friday. AI can simulate empathy, but it still thinks my name is Dear User. You can't think like an intern, right? In a world that demands you to act like a strategist. Today's value isn't knowing how to code, it's knowing why to build, for whom, and what ripple it causes downstream. MBAs don't write scripts, they write strategy. They design playbooks when the rules are still being invented. Because in a volatile world, the most prized skill is judgment. Pre MBA, you execute orders. Post MBA, you pretend you came up with them first. The safest jobs in the AI era, the messy ones, the unstructured ones, the human ones. AI excels at repetition, but roles like management consulting, VCPE, innovation strategy, and crisis leadership requires deep thinking under pressure. They live in the gray, where frameworks break, emotions peak, stakes escalate. That's where MBAs shine. They just don't apply logic, they lead through that ambiguity. AI might definitely help you build the rocket, but it still needs someone to decide where to launch it and how not to offend stakeholders while doing it. MBAs don't just solve problems, they learn which problems are worth solving and how to rally a team around that vision. You're trained in frameworks, yes, but more importantly, in perspective. In understanding behavior, influence, timing, risk, the modern MBA teaches you how to think in first principles, manage crisis, lead cross functional initiatives, and shape culture. It's not just about intelligence, it's about judgment. MBA school teaches you to speak in frameworks and somehow use the word synergy 12 times without saying anything at all. AI can show you the top 10 people to connect with you on LinkedIn, but it can't introduce you over dinner at an alumni mixer, right? That's what Brand Plus Network gets you: access to boardrooms, back channels, closed doors, and high trust referrals. An MBA, it's not just about what you know, it's about who picks your call when you don't know. AI can analyze your CV, but your classmate from NCR might just hand it over to their partner making the hiring decision. Let's call it what it is. AI is a tidal wave. You can either surf it with grace or get swept into LinkedIn obituaries. The MBA isn't just a degree, it's an operating system upgrade. It teaches you how to read a room, how to design culture, how to question defaults. In a world of prompt engineers, the real elite are the problem framers. So the question is, are you building the future or just waiting to be replaced by it? An MBA might definitely not teach you how to code in Python, but it'll teach you how to get a Python developer to work on your vision, right? The narrative that AI is only taking jobs is incomplete. It's also creating entirely new sectors: AI strategy, AI ethics, AI product management, AI integration consulting. But these aren't just tech roles, they require cross domain fluency, leadership, and vision. The people who will succeed here, those who can translate algorithms into actions, code into commercial value. That's where MBAs thrive, not in building the models, but in making them meaningful. The future isn't just prompt engineers, it's people who know how to prompt humans too, right? Want to switch industries, roles, or continents? An MBA is your rebrand from HR to product, from ops to VC, from engineer to strategist, from domestic to global. It's not just a classroom, it's a lab for reinvention. With internships, case competitions, coachings, and 800 plus recruiters on campus, this is where pivots really become trajectories. You will arrive wondering if you belong, you will leave wondering why you waited. Let's talk about the ROI. Because if you're still worried about the cost, here's what's on the other side. INSEAD grad walks out with 115k plus base, and that's before a 30 to 60k bonus. ISB packages ranges between 33 to 50 lakhs. LBS 90k plus base salaries with solid access to EU and US markets. Oxford grads make 85k plus starting in tech, finance, and consulting roles. Now the big ones. Wharton MBAs command around 175k base plus significant signing bonuses. Stanford around 175k plus post MBA average. And it's not just about numbers. You're getting into global mobility, industry switch options, like think engineering to VC, and visa support, and access to top tier scholarships. You're not just buying education, you're investing in exponential success. Don't fear AI. Fear being unchanged in a changed world. Reflect: what about your current role is safe from automation? Research which MBA program align with your pivot. Articulate your post MBA narrative and long term play. Connect with mentors, alumni, consultants. Act, because waiting for clarity is the surest way to get left behind. And if you're definitely waiting for a perfect time, AI might write your resignation letter before you do. LeapQuest isn't just an admission consulting firm, it's a career strategy studio. We offer end to end application support for the top 50 MBA and MS programs, personalized profile building and essay help, three-stage mock interviews and scholarship assistance, light duty and heavy duty profile enhancement activities, GMA at GRE waiver assistance for experienced candidates. We operate with a four-member team model, consultant, editor, point of contact, mentor, all aligned with your unique story. Think of us as your board of advisors without the awkward holiday Zoom calls. We're not just helping you apply, we're helping you compete at the highest level. AI is not coming, guys, it's already here. You can choose to watch it reshape your industry, or you can help shape how it reshapes the world. The MBA is not the end goal, it's the launch pad. The question isn't, will AI take your job? It's, will you be ready to lead in a world where AI already has one? This isn't Jurassic Park. We don't need to fear the machines. We definitely do need to stop thinking like dinosaurs. This is your moment. This is your inflection point. Reinvent, reframe, rise. If you have any other questions, if you would like to reach out to us, you can visit our website. There would be a contact form. Fill up the form. Have a proper analysis of what exactly your ultimate plan of action would be for your post MBA plans, or where would you want to have a career transition to, or if you would like to have a career progression. Speak to us. For the 2026 intake, the round one is coming up in the month of September and October. Round two would be in the month of December and Jan. Let's plan, let's analyze which is the right fit in terms of the college, what specialization, whether a 1 year program or a 2 year program is the right fit. We can discuss all of it. All right. So I hope this webinar session was a wake up call for all the engineers and especially people from the tech background. And I hope it was informative in terms of planning to shape your future also, right? Probably you did learn a couple of things in this session. That's what we hope for. So if you have any other questions or doubts, you can always reach out to us, visit our website, or drop email to info@theleapquest.com. Thank you so much, guys. Have an excellent day.